Hey everyone, this is me Pranav again. You are watching me on the channel Paint Say Gain Tak. And yes guys, so you all will be wondering which place is this, and you all can see a beautiful scenery behind me, and this is my hometown. Yes guys, this is a very beautiful place in the city of Trivandrum, and I play from this place. So today once I came to my hometown, I visited this place. I came to my hometown and I came to this beautiful lake. This is Belaini Lake, and this is one of the beautiful place everyone can visit, right? And it's one of the biggest tourist spot of Trivandrum also. And today why I am shooting this video, and this video is completely for your Neet UG friends. If you have Neet UG friends, please share this video to them. This can be of a biggest help for them, right? So yes, why this video is important for them. Today I am going to discuss a very beautiful concept of water hyacinth, or it is called by the name Terror of Bengal, in detail with the help of a live specimen. And the scientific name of this plant is Echronia crassipus. So yes, we can go and pluck a plant from this pond or this lake, and I will be discussing in detail each and every concept related to Echronia crassipus, which is needed for your Neet friends. So yes guys, so we can go and pluck a plant, guys. So guys, we are going to pluck this Echronia crassipus. So this is a way where I am going to show you what an Echronia crassipus is all about. So you can see here this part. This is also having Echronia crassipus. These plants are also Echronia crassipus. Here there were water, but it dried off. And I will show you in detail. Now you can see how much polluted this place is, right? These are all polluted place. This is an Echronia. We can all see polluted place over here. And here these plants which you are seeing, these are the Echronia crassipus, or it is called water hyacinth. These plants are all what? Water hyacinth, or it is called Echronia crassipus. So you can see here, and these places are very polluted place it is. And these places also having, look, this is having what? Stagnant water is present, polluted water, it is polluted. And it is also having what? Echronia crassipus. You can see Echronia crassipus there. You can see small algae over here, and you can see a lot of Echronia crassipus. Oh, how much polluted, you look how much polluted this water is. Very polluted water. You can see these plants are all Echronia crassipus. This is also an Echronia crassipus. Look. This plant is Echronia crassipus. Look. This is Echronia crassipus, right? You can see. So I will take you to another place where we are having this Echronia crassipus. So this is another place which is having a lot of Echronia crassipus. You can see, right? So guys, this plant, this aquatic weed is found in places where there is polluted water, and also it is having stagnant water. It is not found in places that is having non-polluted water and flowing water. Of course, the flowing water is what? You can see, right? That place, polluted water, stagnant water, there it is present. But in free-flowing water and in non-polluted side, you can't see this. Look. And you can see groups of plants like this. Look, groups of plants. Groups of what? Echronia crassipus over there. So you can see the tufts of root here. This is the tufts of root you can see over here. And then you can see this beautiful flowers of Echronia crassipus. And rosette of leaves you can see. The rosette of leaves you can see here, right? This is how it is. Look, this is another one I plucked. The rosette of leaves and tufts of root. These are the tufts of roots. Look, the tufts of roots, rosette of leaves, and the beautiful flowering pattern and beautiful leaf structures. And this beautiful leaf structure made it as an ornament, made it to transport from Amazon to India and to other parts of the world as an ornamental plant. Look, the beautiful flowers it is having, beautiful flower and beautiful leaf and the tufts of root. This is the specimen of Ecronia crassipes. Look how beautiful this plant is. So this is also what these plants are also Ecronia crassipes. This part of water body is stagnant water body, and this is also having high degree of pollution. That is why Ecronia crassipes are more over this part, but that part of water body is flowing and it is non-polluted compared to this part. So there is no Ecronia crassipes are growing, but this part it is having what Ecronia crassipes because of its high degree of pollution and also due to the stagnant nature of water over here. Here you have this barrier, right? So water is potentially not flowing into this part. So there can be stagnancy. There is a degree of pollution. You can see water bottle and all placed over here. So there is high degree of pollution is there, and there is no there is high degree of stagnation also. So this plant is growing here. You can see how densely this plant is placed. Potentially there is no sunlight reaching on the undersurface of water. So potentially this part is free of what algae and free of other underwater plants. So the name of the plant is water hyacinth, also called terror of Bengal. Third, the scientific name Ecronia crassipes. And Ecronia crassipes was actually found. The origin of this plant is in Amazon. Now it is found almost in 56 countries over the world. No, so how it was transported from Amazon to all these parts of this world. So this plant found in the Amazon rainforest, this plant is having a very beautiful leaf structure and also flower. As I have showed you in the live specimen, it's having a very beautiful flower and leaf. And due to that beautiful nature of its flower and leaf, this plant was actually transported as an ornamental plant. People plucked from there and placed it as an ornamental plant in the water bodies of other countries. And especially in India, it came to Bengal. In Bengal, in the people used to plant this plant in the water bodies as an ornamental plant for its beautiful nature of flowers and leaf. And what happened, guys? This plant became an invasive weed. Why it is called invasive weed? This plant is actually a weed. Why? You know, this plant propagates in a high manner. That is, the rate of propagation of this plant is so high. This plant can do sexual reproduction as well as asexual reproduction. What is the method of asexual reproduction it is having? It is through tufts of, I told you, it is having tufts of root and rosette of leaf. So the mode of reproduction is offset mode of reproduction it is having, and that is a sexual method. Sexual method is what? Sexual method is through endomophily. The pollination is through what? Endomophily, and anemophily, that is through insect and air. So it is not through hydrophily. It is not having hydrophily. That was a previous year Neet 2020 question. In water lily and water hyacinth, the main pollinating agents are what? Wind and insect, and it is not hydrophily. It is the pollen grains are not transported through water. And why it is having beautiful flowers? The answer comes here. It is due for bees and other insects to get attracted so that the pollen grains can be transported in a very effective manner. So the beautiful flowers attracts the bees and other insects so that it can transport its pollen grain. And due to these two, that is through wind and anemophily, this pollen grains are transported in a very high and effective manner, and thus this plant, the pollen grains were transported from too far away places. Thus this is showing a very high degree of propagation, and thus this weed was a invasive weed. This weed was called as an invasive weed. And thus to eradicate this weed, it is very, very hard because of the high degree of propagation this plant is offering. And then why is it a weed? Because this plant, as I showed you here itself, this plant is having a high density. It's very densely populated and very high densely it is packed. So what happened? Potentially the no sunlight is going to transfer to other under part of the lake or under part of the pond. So literally no amount of sunlight is going inside the water surface. So what inside the water? This plant is actually a floating plant. This plant will be covering the entire surface level of water, and this plant is not going to the inside part. It's a floating plant, and it is covering the insides of the upper surface of water. So what happened? Potentially no sunlight is going to reach the undersurface of water. When no sunlight is going to reach the undersurface of water, no sort of photosynthesis is going to happen. So what? The aquatic plants that is living in the undersurface of water, they are going to die. When they are going to die, what happened? That there is no photosynthesis, so there is no release of oxygen. When there is no release of oxygen, what happens? When there is no release of oxygen, this aquatic plants will die due to no photosynthesis. They can't prepare their food. When there is no when there is no this sunlight, what happened? No photosynthesis. When there is no photosynthesis, these aquatic plants die. When the aquatic plants die, there is no release of oxygen. Also through photosynthesis, oxygen is released. There is no release of oxygen. When there is no release of oxygen, what happens? The fishes will and the aquatic animals will die, because they respire through what? They take in oxygen and give off carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is used by the plants for photosynthesis, and this oxygen is being released as a byproduct of photosynthesis. So potentially the plants, aquatic plants and aquatic animals, they die. Now what happened? So this plant is the life in the undersurface is actually almost gone. Now the people of Bengal, these people of Bengal, the main occupation of people of Bengal is fishing, and the people of Bengal used to consume fish in a very high proportion, high amount. So potentially what is happening? The occupation gone, their occupation gone. The fishes are not present, so their occupation gone. So it is called and they can't consume fish also now. So it is called the terror of Bengal. And the government started many plants in order to eradicate this weed from their water bodies, so that they can regain the regain the diversity of water body. The water diversity they can regain. So government started many plants here also in Kerala. Also government have started many plants in order to eradicate this invasive weed, but it's very hard to eradicate. Here also I showed you, right? There the government set up many plants to eradicate this, but then also this plant was growing in a very high proportion. Yeah, many plants were removed, but it has more plants are also growing. So it is very hard to remove the entire plant. So thank you guys. I think this topic is very clear for you all. And please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also please share this video with your Neet friends. It can be of a great help to them. It's a very great help for them. It's because it's a very important concept, and this concept was asked number of times in your Neet and other competitive examination. Thank you guys. We'll see you in another video, and we'll be back with another beautiful concept.